Money, get out this one. Please. Yeah, they're just comfy these. Don't even eat wear them in. A bit black too.
Good evening and welcome to Hollingsworth Group Stadium. It's the Nathaniel MG Cup encounter this evening between Airbus UK Broughton and the New Saints. Second tier versus top flight. I'm Stuart Bloor and I'm joined this evening by Sam Wood. Hello Sam, how are you?
I'm okay, Stuart, thank you. Yes, looking forward to the game tonight. Should be a good contest between the New Saints and Airbus.
It should indeed, because Airbus do lead the way at the top of the second tier, the JD Cymru North. It is regionalised, of course, outside of the top flight. Well, it's the New Saints in green shirts, grey shorts and socks. Airbus in all blue this evening. And from our point on the gantry, which is a very impressive view across the airfield to our left that you can see just coming into sight now. It's a fantastic view, and hopefully we've got some goals to talk about this evening. And it is TNS TV or TNS Radio, by the way, because some people will be listening to the audio inside the UK and the Republic of Ireland. But either way, whether you're watching, listening, or maybe a combination of the two, Sam Wood, we're looking for a few goals this evening and to see the New Saints progress in this competition.
Yes, we certainly are. Obviously, we're the holders, aren't we? We beat Swansea City in the final last year at Jenner Park. Good win for the New Saints on that occasion. Well, the first time we'd won it for a number of years, wasn't it? We had a bit of a drought in this competition. We won it 4 years in a row, and then we went on a long spell of not winning it. But thankfully, the trophy returned to the Park Hall cabinet last year, and we want to make sure it stays there this time around.
We do indeed. Well, the winners of the competition, of the game this evening, will go into the quarterfinals of the competition. And there are starting debuts this evening for Brodie Summers, Jack Windle and Oliver Blaney. So great to see them out there on the pitch. And it's Roberts with the ball for the New Saints just outside the penalty area, all in purple, with his very, very bright, flashy gloves. If the fog or the mist comes down, because we're not that far away from the estuary here, one thing's for sure, we'll still be able to spot Connor Roberts, won't we?
Yeah, there's no missing Connor there. I'm not sure whether the orange goes with the purple, though, so I think you might have to have a word with him after the game. Maybe more of a white would be more suited for that kit.
No, I think that's a bit of a fashion error, isn't it? It's a long ball down the right-hand side for the New Saints to chase, keeping hold of the ball. So Dan Williams there gets a touch from one to the other. Good play again, though, from the New Saints, keeping possession. Ben Woolam involved there. Now it's out on the right again. Sean Bradley tries to turn. Ball out of play. It's a throw into the New Saints. As you can see from the screen there, very impressive. And when the action does get round to the goal mouth to our left, you'll be able to see the airfield beyond. I don't know if we'll have any belugas coming in or departing this evening, though, Sam. I think we might not, had we?
No, I think, to be honest, I think the airport closes very soon, so I think we've probably missed our moment for the beluga. It probably landed this afternoon, so if we had an afternoon kick-off, we'd have seen it in all its glory.
Yeah, and it's very impressive glory as well. And I only realised last year that we have the flight path over our home, where I live, in Staffordshire, in England. I looked up in the sky with my wife, taking the dog for a walk in the valley, and I saw this very unusual looking plane. I went onto my tracker app, and there it was, a beluga. Airbus looking to make some headway down the right-hand side. Flick forward there by Warren. Then it's with McManus into the penalty area, across the 6-yard box. And it's good to see McManus on the pitch this evening. Unfortunately, not Declan for the New Saints, though.
No, I did see Declan McManus, though, doing a bit of pre-match stuff out on the pitch, so I don't think it'll be too long before he's back out there and leading the line for the New Saints.
Well, thank you for joining us either on TNS TV or TNS Radio this evening. However you are connecting with us, we do appreciate your company. We've played 4 minutes at Hollingsworth Group Stadium. It's 0-0 in this Nathaniel MG Cup encounter, to see who heads into the quarterfinals of the competition, which the New Saints won last season in January. It's an early competition to play, isn't it? But nevertheless, it's a chance to get some early silverware in the cabinet.
Certainly is, yes. Don't forget, we played our first game in this competition against Flint Town United back in August, just before we headed out to Moldova, didn't we? So very short turnaround for that one. But I do believe the final is a little bit later this year. The final's actually in March this year instead of January, so a bit longer. We get to hold on to the trophy at least. Yeah, and hopefully we're still in it at that stage. Ball down the left-hand side. It's not kept in by Blaney, and it is a goal kick. If you are watching, well, there's the airfield behind, which will be very, very quiet this evening. It is a commercial one, of course, so no passenger flights coming in or going. Airbus UK Broughton, the nickname gives them away, of course, the Wing Makers. The Wing Makers against the Saints. TNS TV and TNS Radio this evening, brought to you in association with Planet Hippo and Henstone Distillery and RUKGroup.com.
displayed proudly across the players' shirts. Good play there from Blaney initially, still with the New Saints. Picked up by Windle. Down the right-hand side to Bradley. We know what he's capable of course. Comes in field. Opportunity for TNS, edge of the penalty area, and a strike. And that one was well over the crossbar, but at least it was an attempt on a goal just inside the 6-minute mark. If you are watching as opposed to listening, there's the replay on the screen. Good play down on the right-hand side. Bradley. 1-2. Edge of the box, but unfortunately over the crossbar.
Well, I think we do need to give a shout out, Stuart, to the New Saints under-19s. I believe they're watching the game live in Lithuania tonight. They've got their big UEFA Youth League game against FK Zalgiris tomorrow. So a big shout out to you guys over in Vilnius. It's a place we know very, very well, isn't it?
Absolutely, and we do appreciate your company this evening. Of course, you can watch it as well because you're outside the UK and the Republic of Ireland. All the very, very best in your massive encounter this week against a team that we've also played as well 3 years ago, Kauno Zalgiris. That was a very impressive win on the road. If they can do anywhere near as well as we did, Sam, that'll be very good.
Yeah, I think TNS teams enjoy playing in Lithuania, don't they? We've played a few there and we've always had a good result. So let's hope for the best tomorrow night. We'll be cheering you on from here in the UK.
We will indeed. Enjoy the game. Hopefully a win for the New Saints this evening. And it's great to see Brodie Summers, Jack Windle and Ollie Blaney in the starting 11 this evening. They make their starting debuts for the New Saints. We do have a great academy set up, and it's a fantastic platform as well for the youngsters out there in Lithuania at the moment. Get past those, well, let's not get too carried away, but there's a pretty decent tie that awaits them in the next round if they do progress, isn't there?
Yeah, it's just a small team called Manchester United. You might have heard of them, but as you say, let's not get too carried away. Big game tomorrow, then a big second leg at Park Hall 13 days later.
Captain Cheslovich down on the left-hand side, looking to get the ball into the penalty area. Doesn't, but he does win a corner. Bradley makes his way across. It's on the TNS left. 8.5 minutes gone at Hollingsworth Group Stadium. Bradley places the ball down. All the navy blue shirts of the home side, they're back defending this one. They want to keep it 0-0 as long as they can as the corner comes in. Heads go up. They manage to clear that. TNS do well. Now it's with Canavan, floats that out on the right-hand side. Bradley still over on the left. Great play for the New Saints. Low ball in. Drops there to Bradley. Goes for goal. Blocked and picked up by Warren. He scored a lot of goals last season in the Cymru North. Switched to Airbus UK Broughton this time around. Now it's the New Saints again down the left-hand side. Warren gets a touch. That one comes off Canavan. Still kept in play. It's out of play. And it will be a throw-in to the home side. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV stroke TNS Radio this evening. Whether you're watching or listening, we do appreciate your company. And the throw-in taken there by McManus goes back initially, then he gets the ball again, makes his way forward into the TNS half. Piers plays it back, but now it's Canavan for the New Saints. Great ball. Bradley out on the right-hand side. He's got players in the penalty area. Sean Bradley twists and turns, then looks for some support. Low ball in. TNS are doing well in these early stages. No goals as of yet, but certainly lots of possession for the leaders of the JD Cymru Premier against the leaders of the JD Cymru North. Ball given away though. Warren plays that one forward. Now it's the New Saints again, and in the end, that one straight through to the goalkeeper. Still 0-0. Do you think Craig Harrison will be happy? He's made a lot of changes this evening, and in particular we highlight the 3 youngsters that have come in. Do you think he'll be happy with the way things are going so far?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be too disappointed. Obviously, the New Saints made a good start here, seen plenty of possession, had a couple of early chances. Not really tested the goalkeeper yet, though. I think that's what Craig Harrison will be most frustrated with. When we've creating these chances, we need to work the goalkeeper a bit more and, try and get the go-ahead goal as quickly as we possibly can.
And if you are watching as opposed to listening, you saw the replay of that attempt. Now it's McManus again down the right-hand side, wins a corner there for the home team, Airbus UK Broughton. There's a replay again of that. Down the right-hand side, McManus. Ball played in. Ball put behind by Woolham, and it's a corner to Airbus. Heads go up. Header 1, cleared. Back with McManus. Everyone inside the TNS half, apart from Jones, the goalkeeper, and that one rolls harmlessly behind. And it's a goal kick to the New Saints. Thank you for joining us this evening. We do appreciate your company. 12 minutes gone here in Flintshire in north-east Wales. Not too far from Chester. Not too far from Liverpool as the crow flies. Across the Dee, across the Mersey, and there you are. A little bit further by road, of course. Ball behind, and it's a goal kick to Airbus UK Broughton. They're more than holding their own at the moment. We've played almost 13 minutes. Unlucky for some, but will it be for either side in the next 60 seconds or so? There's Jones, the goalkeeper. Close-up of him there. If you are watching, of course, we have to bear in mind that as well as those tuned into TNS TV, we also have those listening to TNS radio. So perhaps slightly limited for the latter compared to the former. But nevertheless, it's good that we can just get everything. And Sam's just got a photograph there of all the players out there in Lithuania watching the action this evening.
Yeah, great to see, isn't it? Thank you, Michael, for sending the picture across. Big shout out there to Hudson as well. He looks very excited there at the back.
They'll be enjoying themselves, of course, and let's hope they enjoy themselves out there on the pitch. Cheslovich looking to switch play across on the right-hand side. Ball given away, though, by the New Saints. Now it's a chance for Airbus UK Broughton to push forward. They do get the ball into the TNS half, but it's picked up and dealt with comfortably. Now it's Dan Williams. Canavan. Now to Bradley, he's in the penalty area. He's onside. Back to Canavan. He has support on the right if he needs it. Decides to come infield. Dan Williams out on the right. Airbus win that one back though. Almost 15 minutes gone, a quarter of an hour played. It's still a 0-0. And there will be a winner this evening. Let's hope it's not the dreaded penalty shootout though, Sam. TNS has been in 11 finals of the Nathaniel MG Cup. It's a Welsh League Cup under different names over the years. Been in 11 finals and only lost on one occasion. That was against penalties against Carmarthen Town.
Yes, I remember watching that game live on TV, Stuart. I think it was 2014 if my mind serves me right. It was 2014, 13, something like that. But I remember watching it. I remember where I was, and yeah, very disappointing day for the New Saints. But yeah, we've done a little bit better with penalty shootouts recently, haven't we? We've had a good couple of wins, so We don't want to push our luck, but I think we might do a little bit better than we might expect.
We are the kings of the spot kick as far as recent games are concerned. And back to that game against Carmarthen Town. We don't want to embarrass him, not that he's listening of course, because he's in the dugout. Chris Sargent missed a penalty for the New Saints on that occasion in the penalty shootout.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned it because I wasn't going to.
So, sorry Sarge, but we're only stating facts there. I'm sure he's got over that one. It was more than a decade ago. Free kick there to the wing makers, out to our right. There's Woolen. Looks building his leg there. It's a free kick out on the left hand side. Cue for the green shirts of the visitors to make their way back into the penalty area. Just one player outside at the moment. Cleared by the New Saints, only as far as Cook though. Back out on the left hand side. Played first time into the penalty area, but straight into the arms of Connor Roberts. Those flashy gloves rise. He grasps firmly, and Roberts bowls that one underarm there to Blaine Hudson. Now with Woolen, he's okay. Did hold his leg, his thigh just now, but he is okay. Cross to Hudson. Out on the right, the centre of the right. Woolen. Blaney drops for that one over the halfway line, down on the left hand side. Now Chaslovich, captain this evening. He is the club's vice captain anyway. Now Danny Redmond on the pitch. And that's going to be a free kick to the New Saints. Referee having a word with Palmer there.
Well, Palmer did go for goal, I think, from the halfway line after that foul was given. Still missed the target.
Williams to Cheslovich. Cuts in field. Now it's Clark. Great ball into the penalty area. Can the New Saints get on the end of that one? Well, they can't. And it was Bradley who looked to connect with that. Good ball in. A little bit too much weight on it, but that was the intention anyway. Jones, the goalkeeper, with the ball, places it down. Centralised position. Looking to pick out a blue shirt as he plays it forward into the TNS half. It bounces initially, then Williams gets a touch, then Woolen across to Blaney. Gain over the halfway line. Low ball in, but straight to a blue shirt and straight out for a throw into the visitors. Blaney takes just inside his own half. Woolen to Blaney and back to Woolen. Ben Woolen certainly had plenty of first team exposure, whether it's part of the squad or actually on the pitch as well, hasn't it, this season?
Certainly has, yes. Was on the bench for, I think, all of the European games, wasn't he? Certainly all the ones I can remember, and he also scored against Flint in the last round of this competition, scored just before half-time to make it 3-0, if my memory serves me correctly.
That's a goal kick. Bradley couldn't get the ball into the penalty area, but he did manage to take it across the line, and it will be a goal kick. Jones in predominantly all yellow this evening. A little bit of a clash there with the referee's kit, isn't it?
Yeah, I've only just noticed that. Surprised they've been allowed to get away with that one. Normally pretty tight on these things, aren't they, when it comes to kit colours?
Jones has got yellow shirt and yellow socks, same as the referee. He does have black arms, but I don't think that really differentiates too much in the melee of what goes on inside the penalty area.
No, maybe the referee's simply basing it off the fact he won't be going anywhere near the Airbus goalkeeper, hopefully. Unless he needs to send him off. But something's gone majorly wrong if we get to that stage.
Long ball down the right-hand side for McManus to chase. Does well, cuts in field. Good play though from the New Saints. Chestovich helps Blaney out there, gives the ball away though, and then there's a shot forward, dealt with again by TNS, given away though to Ryan Edwards. He's in the penalty area, it's on his right boot, played across, and that almost fell kindly to Warren then. Instead though it does go behind, but nevertheless there was a TNS block, and it is going to be another corner to the home side on the right. There's a replay for those who have the benefit of TNS TV this evening. Ball into the penalty area, and there was a block there. Ball put behind. Corner taken into the 6-yard box. TNS win the header. It's behind, and it will be a corner on the other side. .21.5 minutes played here in Flintshire, and it's still a 0-0. And it's Palmer who's making his way across to take the corner on the left-hand side. Most of the players are in the penalty area. As the corner comes in, heads rise, not dealt with effectively initially by the New Saints. Warren hooks that one back in. Headed clear by Hudson. Still with the wingmakers though. Ball into the penalty area again. It's Blaney goes for that one against Edwards. The latter wins it for the home team. Now it's Stevenson who plays that one in and straight through to Connor Roberts in the TNS goal. Almost halfway through the first half, it's still 0-0. Thank you for joining us this evening, whether it's on TNS TV or TNS Radio, and we want to keep giving that special shout out to our under-19s who are out there in Lithuania ahead of their massive game this week, and there'll be plenty of exposure on TNS social media platforms regarding that. So all the very, very best to them. It's at 0-0 here though in Flintshire. Chestovich gives the ball to Windle to take. It's how to play though, and it is a throw in, but this time to the home side. The wingmakers. Be looking to get that one into the TNS half, which they do. Still 0-0. 23.5 minutes gone in this Nathaniel MG Cup round 3 game. TNS already had a very happy hunting ground as far as Flintshire is concerned. Flint Town United a 5-1 victory, and that was a very late consolation goal. It was a good one from Jake Phillips, but it was a very late consolation goal, so a comfortable win on that occasion.
Yeah, and that was a very much changed TNS team on that occasion, wasn't it? I think 10 changes. Connor Roberts, I don't think Connor Roberts played in that game, did he? I think Jack Edwards might have started in goal for that one, so plenty of changes from Craig Harrington on that occasion. Not quite as many tonight, but still a number of players out there you might not recognise. You mentioned a few of the academy graduates there, Stuart. Great to see them out on the pitch, and well, it's been a tough test so far, hasn't it, against an Airbus team who are, well, if you pardon the pun, flying in the Cymru North.
They are flying indeed, aren't they? They've won 8 from 8, and their latest victory was against Llandudno. They were 1-0 down, then they snatched a very late equaliser anyway, and an even a later win at 90+9.
Yes, I saw the score when it was 1-0 with 87 minutes on the clock or something, and I thought, oh, there's no way Airbus are going to win this now. I didn't check again. Somebody said to me yesterday, the following day, did you see the Airbus score? I said, no, they lost, didn't they? They said, no, they scored twice in the last 10 minutes and won. So, yeah, great start to the season for them.
It is indeed. A Ryan win as well on the bench for the New Saints. So I've got to give him a mention, not just the 3 players out there on the pitch. And as far as young players are concerned, you've got the likes of Ben Wallum and Jake Canavan. We think of them as, in some ways, almost seasoned professionals because they've been in and around the squad, especially Jake Canavan, for some time now, but they're still very young players.
Yeah, I think they made their TNS debuts. I think Jake Canavan at the age of 17, something like that. I remember we did our first interview with him and took our photo shoot out on the pitch.
Yeah, I remember that.
Made his debut, I think, against Kevin Druids. That must have been around March 2021, something like that. So yeah, very long time he's been at the club. As you mentioned, spent a few seasons out on loan with Aberystwyth, but yeah, he's played a key role in the season so far, hasn't he? And scored actually against Aberystwyth a few weeks ago.
He did indeed, against his old team, albeit on loan. Just a break in play at the moment. Connor Roberts retrieves the ball from inside the goal, but it's not a goal. And you can see there, if you are watching, there's Connor Roberts, the TNS number 1. Done very well since he replaced Paul Harrison. They were massive gloves to fill, weren't they? But we knew what he was capable of anyway, didn't we? And he certainly stepped up to the mark in style.
Certainly has, yes. Well, been a key figure for the New Saints over the last couple of seasons, hasn't he? As you mentioned, yeah, big shoes to fill, but he's done a great job so far, and long may it continue. He's becoming a very much established part of the team, probably. The first name on the team sheet, Craig Harrison names, because obviously goalkeeper, as we know, is such an important position on the pitch, and without a good goalkeeper behind your defensive line, you're in a bit of trouble.
Absolutely, 100%. And when you know that Connor Roberts is the man between the sticks, well, you certainly have the confidence, don't you, going into any game. Lots of changes tonight for the New Saints. 3 starting debuts. But it's a TNS with Cheslovich down into the left-hand side into the penalty area. Good challenge, though, against Cheslovich. Keeps the ball in play. Now it's Williams into the penalty area for Clark, goes for goal, keeper pushes that one out with his left hand. Now it's Bradley on his left foot, ball played in, blocked. The New Saints again, it's Summers gets a touch, plays that one out onto the right hand side, ball into the 6-yard box again, and the header won by Stevenson, and it's out for a throw into the New Saints. Certainly lots of action, lots of opportunity, but no goal on that occasion. There's the replay if you do have the benefit of TNS TV this evening. There's a ball played in out on the right from Summers, back out again, and it's a throw-in which has been taken by the JD Cymru Premier leaders. Woolen out to Blaney down on the left-hand side with Cheslovich. We know what he's capable of. We know what Dan Williams is as well, and he sends a rocket towards a goal, but it only goes a few yards before it's blocked. Woolen picks up for the New Saints. Back there to Williams, who was last man standing between the 2 central defenders. Ex-Swansea City player. Dan Williams initially came to the New Saints on loan, and then the deal became permanent. And he posted on the internet this week that it's been 2 years, celebrating 2 years with the New Saints. Time certainly flies. Clark down on the left hand side to Blaney, still with TNS. Summers got a touch and called for it back, but it's played out on the right. As the players in the green shirts interact, great play from the New Saints. Edge of the area, looking for the 1-2. Ball chipped forward, given away though. Blaney did well for the New Saints, making his starting debut this evening, along with Windle and Summers. Blaney again to Woolen, to Hudson. Now he's a seasoned professional. Great ball into the penalty area. Not controlled though, and it goes harmlessly behind for a goal kick. Jones to take. 30 minutes gone. Third of the way through the game. Who do you think's the happier of the 2 managers at this stage, Sam?
I think they'll both be pleased with what they've seen, really. Obviously Airbus still in the game, aren't they? 0-0. They've held out well, haven't had to deal with too much TNS pressure in terms of goalmouth action, but Craig Harrison, I think he can't be too displeased at the moment. He's made a number of changes. It'll take a little bit of time, won't it, for these players to link up together, but Well, we've got a good chance going forward here.
Yeah, no, Cheslovich on his right foot curls that one in. Keeper does well again, down to the left-hand side. And it was Williams on hand to mop up and put the ball out. But the New Saints are back defending now. Because it's McManus down the right-hand side, puts that ball past Blaney, but Wallen makes his way across. Now it's into the 6-yard box, bounces a couple of times and straight through to Roberts. Stoops and gathers comfortably. Cheslovich in field to Williams, and he scoops that one back to Roberts, who's just outside the penalty area. We were singing his praises just now, Connor Roberts, the TNS and number 1. He has the ball again. Now it's Blaney. Certainly plenty of touches of the ball for the youngsters. They don't look out of place either. They look very comfortable in what they're doing. Long ball into the penalty area though. And Jones watches that one, puts his foot down, brings the ball forward, possibly invites a TNS player to advance, which Clark does, and immediately he stoops and picks the ball up. Then it's a long ball into the TNS off, looking for Warren. Dealt with comfortably though by Wallen. And that one's hooked forward for Clark. He gets an initial touch. Given away though by Williams to McManus. And that's a ball intended possibly for Lansley, but straight through to Roberts, who finds a Cheslovich down on the left-hand side, wins the free kick there against Stevenson. Adrian Cheslovich, captain this evening, is vice-captain of the club. Of course, 33 minutes almost played. Are we going to see a goal before the break? Will the deadlock be broken before the whistle goes for the half-time break?
Well, the New Saints have had a couple of chances in the last few minutes, haven't they? Mitchell Jones come to the rescue a couple of occasions. First to save from Ben Clark. You would have seen the replay there on if you're watching on TNS TV, and then Cheslovich a few minutes ago as well also went close. So TNS are knocking on the door, and I don't think it'll be too long before they find a way through this resolute Airbus defence.
It's still a 0-0 here in Flintshire, North East Wales, and the New Saints win another corner down to our left. Cue Sean Bradley to make his way across. More players inside the penalty area than outside of it as the ball comes in. Hudson on the far post plays that one into the mix. Cleared. Blaney gets a touch. Back with the wingmakers though, happy to just boot that one forward. But Cook gets on the end of it, does well. Caden Cook. So throw into Airbus UK Broughton, 34 minutes gone. Thank you for joining us, whether it's TNS TV or TNS Radio. And again, a special shout out to our under-19s out there in Lithuania. Massive game for them on the immediate horizon.
Well, it's getting quite late out there in Lithuania, Stuart. I'm not sure how much longer they'll be able to watch for. They'll need to get off to bed ahead of the game tomorrow.
Yeah, well, if you're falling asleep in Lithuania, go to bed and check out the score in the morning. I'm sure you'll be okay, though. I'm sure the adrenaline is keeping you going, without doubt, because it is a fantastic experience for young players to be involved in that particular competition, to be playing on the European stage. We've certainly had plenty of experience with the first team, Sam. Well, since you joined the club and since I've been there, because every year this millennium the New Saints has qualified for Europe. So we've had some lows, of course, but at the moment we're riding on the crest of a wave, aren't we?
We certainly are, yes. Plenty of European games, as you said. Probably the majority of them haven't gone as well as we would have liked, but this season certainly some great results, haven't we? The win against Desic and the win against Panevezic to finally book our place in the league phase of the UEFA Conference League, and well, just 2 weeks to go now, isn't it? 2 weeks on Thursday till we'll be facing Fiorentina away. So still sounds a bit surreal when you put it like that.
It does, doesn't it? We're off to Florence, we're off to Tuscany, but not on our holidays. It's a popular holiday destination. We're going to see the New Saints taking on the Italian giants Fiorentina. But in the meantime, this is the most important game. McManus plays that one forward, looking for Warren there. Again, though, TNS do well. Blaney back to Roberts. Lansley closes him down, but he manages to play that one out. Hudson hooks forward and hooks out. The person behind the railings there couldn't catch the ball, but he manages to palm it back into play, and it will be a throw-in to Airbus, which is taken. Lansley gets a touch. Still with Airbus. Good interception there as Piers looked to surge through into the TNS penalty area. Still a 0-0. We're in the 37th minute. The deadlock has yet to be broken. Blaney to Canavan, who's between the central defenders there. Now it's one of those centre halves, Hudson. Back to the other one, his defensive partner this evening, Ben Woolam. Good ball down the right-hand side for Chestovic. Controls it first time, but then it slips away from him. And the ball played to Lansley. Now he makes his way into the TNS penalty area. Still with the number 19. He needs support. He finds that with McManus. Then Ryan Edwards. Back to Stevenson. It's like watching the New Saints here. They've certainly got the same sort of style. Possession-based football. Not afraid to go back. And that's why they're running away at this moment in time with the Cymru North, isn't it?
Certainly are, yes. They're more than holding their own out here tonight, aren't they? And yeah, it's been a tough game for the New Saints so far. Probably not what people were expecting before the game. Obviously, still got plenty of games to play in the JD Cymru Premier to catch up, but some of the results and performances we've been putting in lately, the performance against Barry on Saturday was a great performance, the 4-0 victory, so I'm sure a lot of people came here and expected the New Saints to find it easy tonight, but it's been anything but that in the first 38 minutes.
Well, they're not leaders of the Cymru North for no reason at all, are they? Airbus UK Broughton, they've won all 8 of their opening games so far, with, at the moment, Holywell Town and Colwyn Bay are the ones who are chasing them, and then you've got a pack developing behind, including Bangor 1876, one or two other teams as well, and it's going to be a tough ask for any side to topple Airbus UK Broughton, I feel, this season, and especially with just the one promotion. It always makes it difficult, doesn't it? Because when one team runs away with it, whether it's the North or the South, the ones behind, you've got no chance, have you, once you're 10, 12, 20 points behind?
No, of course, and there's obviously no playoff system in the second tier of Welsh football, is there? So, as you say, yes, if Airbus do win the first 15 games, it's pretty much cuts off the rest of the league. They're cut adrift and they have to wait till next season, so I'm not sure whether there's any sort of better way they can come up with of trying to keep the rest of the league a bit more exciting for the remainder of the season.
Referee working on his mic there. Sean Davis, the official in the middle this evening, assisted by Jamie Monk and Laura Roberts, and James Walker, the 4th official. It's Ben Woolam, though, for the New Saints. Out on the left to Blaney. He cuts in field against McManus. Clark back to Williams, who again is between the two central defenders. Decides to go down the left-hand side to Chestovic. Controls it on his thigh initially. This time he has the ball. Then into the path of Williams. Now with Clark. He hasn't got any options out on the left-hand side, so he plays that one into the penalty area. Behind, though, and that will be a goal kick.
Watch the replay there. There's that one ball from Ben Clark. And in the end, well, Jake Canavan not going to do anything with that one, is he? Other than put it behind for a goal kick. If you're watching, there's Jones, hands on hips initially, right-footed into the TNS penalty area. We've got some scores elsewhere this evening, Sam.
We have, Stuart, yes. So half time in this first one: Cardiff City 0, Merthyr Town 0, Connors Nomads 1, Carnarvon Town 1, Bala Town 0, Holywell Town 0, Penabont 0, Haverfordwest County 0, Cardiff Met University 3, Goitre United 1, Trey Thomas Bluebirds 0, Barrytown United 2, and Aberystwyth Town 0, Llandudno 0. So not too many goals about tonight in the third round of the Nathaniel MG Cup.
Not too many goals at all. Obviously Cardiff Met, they're doing well. They've got 3 there against a side that you would expect Cardiff Met to progress in that one, wouldn't you? And it looks like they are going to. It's only half time.
Yeah, they've made a good start to the season, haven't they? They're near the top of the table, although they did suffer their first defeat against Newtown last weekend. They
did actually, although it's not quite half time there down at the university.
Well, they've just scored against Stuart. They've gone 4-1 up, so that's probably put that one to bed. And Carnarvon have also taken the lead, not too far from here, away to Connors Nomads.
Yeah, not too far at all. They play at Essity Stadium now, which is the home of Flint Town United and also Flint Mountain. So busy fixture list there for those organising games at Essity Stadium. We've got 3 teams in the top 2 tiers who count that as their home ground. That was into the penalty area. It didn't drop kindly though for Piers. It's cleared by Hudson. Blaney can't keep that one in, so it will be a throw into McManus. Takes that one quickly to Lansley. He turns then on the ball, but it's once again with TNS. Cheslevich does well, so does Stevenson. Now it's a chance for the New Saints, coming forward with Summers out on the right hand side. So a low shot there in the end and straight through to Jones. The youngsters are doing great, aren't they, this evening, Sam? You certainly wouldn't look out there and think to yourself, yes, you can see which are the 3 debutants.
No, you certainly wouldn't. And obviously 2 of them there are playing in the back 4, aren't they? So very important positions on the pitch, the 2 full-backs. So yeah, they haven't really done too much wrong. They haven't done anything wrong so far tonight. As Blaney there just chases down the ball. Is he going to pass this back to Roberts? Thinks about it? No, he's looks up, thinking positive and bringing it forward here. So yeah, so far so good for these academy graduates.
So far so good for the academy graduates, and so far so good for the New Saints, although it is still 0-0. Airbus UK Broughton, we know what they're capable of. Many people's favourite to win the JD Cymru North this time round, and they are leading the way with 8 wins from 8 games. Summers plays that one out on the right hand side. Windle's having a good game down on the right. Canavan thinks about playing it forward, decides to play it across. Then he gets the ball back. Canavan again, this time a chip into the penalty area. It's a great opportunity for the New Saints, and that one is put wide there. That was a golden opportunity for TNS to take the lead there. Unfortunately, just wide there. You certainly put money there on Dan Williams, won't you, in the penalty area? But Williams screws that one wide. There was the replay there. Great run, great ball in, but unfortunately the final touch wide of the mark. 1 minute added at the end of this game, and we're already 10 seconds into the 60. Can't imagine we'll go much beyond the 1 minute at this stage. Ball played forward. This time it's the keeper who comes to clear briefly straight to Summers.
Now it's down on the left hand side with Cheslovich, keeper back on his line now. So the initial attempt to maybe chip him over. Williams, low ball to Bradley, twists and turns, gets a shot in, and can it get in the back of the net? It is, and TNS take the lead. Great worked goal there from the New Saints, and it's in the back of the net. There's a replay.
Cheslovich, yeah, I think.
There's a replay, Sam.
Well, the move starts with Cheslovich, doesn't it, down the left here? So he's done very well to score himself from this position. Looks up, thinks it, cuts it back. Dan Williams there. TNS working this one into the penalty area. Sean Bradley's eventual effort almost scores himself, creeps under the goalkeeper, but there's Cheslovich, right place at the right time, sliding in at the back post to put that one into the back of the net. And if you're going to score a goal, seconds before half time is probably one of the best times you can do.
Well, a fantastic time to find the back of the net, isn't it? We've played 46 and a half minutes now. Can't imagine there's going to be much longer from the referee. Cheslovich slid in, got that all-important touch past the goalkeeper. As you say, it was a pretty unusual goal in a sense because he was involved in the build-up and then involved in the final touch over the line. Well, the referee blows for half a time. The deadlock has been broken at the Hollingsworth Group Stadium, and it's the New Saints who find themselves ahead as the players make their way into the dressing room. Let's look at some of the highlights, shall we, for the benefit of those who are watching on TNS TV. If you're listening to TNS radio, go and put the kettle on, take a break yourself. We'll be doing so in due course, but there's some of the early action. Good 1-2 on the edge of the penalty area, but well over the crossbar on that occasion. Good to see Ben Clark in from the starting 11 as well. Again now out on the right hand side, ball across the penalty area. Again a strike and again blocked. Now it's the New Saints again. It's their Canavan just outside the box, plays that one in, and Jones comfortable for the goalkeeper there. Now it's opportunity at the other end for the home side. Low ball played in, and in the end put behind by Woolen for a corner. Again for the wing makers, and it's Roberts who clutches that one comfortably. Still with the home team. Ball into the penalty area. Edwards plays that one across, and in the end that one's behind for another corner on that occasion. Good save from the keeper, and second bite of the cherry for the visitors. Now it's Clark. Chip across into the box, but Canavan just aids and abets that one behind for a goal kick on that occasion. Canavan again. Another good ball into the penalty area. It's Dan Williams. You'd certainly put money on him finding the back of the net from there, but all he did was place that one wide. Now it's the goal. This is Cheslovich down on the left hand side on his right foot. Ball across, centralised position, edge of the box to Bradley, goes for goal, keeper, well, it's off the woodwork there, and the incoming Adrian Cheslovich. Keeper will be disappointed with himself probably there. There's another angle of the goal. And Stevenson went for it, but Cheslovich was there first in the back of the net. The deadlock broken, and it's half time here in Flintshire, and it's 1-0 to the New Saints in this Nathaniel MG Cup third round game. Take a break, we're going to do the same, and we'll be back in due course for second half action from the Hollingsworth Group Stadium. It's 1-0 to the New Saints at the break here in North East Wales.
exactly for them.
Welcome back for the second half. There has been a substitution. Leo Smith's on for the New Saints. Did you see who came off there, Sam?
It was Dan Williams.
Dan
came
Williams.
Off, Stuart. Number 14, Dan Williams.
Yeah, Dan Williams is replaced by Leo Smith. One Welshman for another. One from the south and the other one a Gog from the north. And it's Airbus UK Broughton to get us underway. Big 45 minutes ahead for both sides. Lansley plays that one back to Edwards. Goes back even further. The three defenders at the back get a touch on that one. And Cook. Bradley chases that, and in the end it's Wood who puts it out. There was a touch though from the TNS player, so it will be a throw into the home side. The JD Cymru North are league leaders, 8 from 8, against the JD Cymru Premier league leaders, 4 from 4. Tough game for the New Saints though this coming Friday down in South Wales against Penabond. Players battling away for that one, referee seeing nothing wrong with that. So Cheslovich. The New Saints keeping possession. Cheslovich again. Canavan. You've got Windle on the right if he decides to go that way. He doesn't. Decides to keep that one on the left. Then back to Canavan. Big 45 minutes for both sides, Sam. Obviously TNS 1-0 up, but Airbus UK Broughton, nothing to lose now.
No, and they did very well in the first half, Airbus, didn't they? They'll be very disappointed to concede when they did. They thought they'd made it all the way to half-time with the scoreline intact, but, well, just seconds to go. I think we'd played the 1 minute of added time, hadn't we? We were literally, the referee was seconds away from blowing the whistle, and the goal came at the worst possible time for them.
Clark manages to find Bradley. He comes back outside the penalty area, but the New Saints keep possession, attacking the goal to our right. Cheslovich on the left-hand side, ball played into the box and dealt with comfortably by the defence, as the New Saints have a throw. In green shirts, grey shorts and grey socks this evening, the champions of Wales. Now it's Leo Smith, decides to go for goal, and in the end the keeper Jones watched that one all the way, and it's wide of his right post. So a goal kick to the wing makers. And at half time we saw the afternoon shift coming off. Must have finished about 8:30 I think, because a long stream of cars, which actually is still making its way now from the works, which is directly in front of us, making its way out and then onto the main road, and they're all off for the night. And hopefully our journey home will also be a happy one come the final whistle, Sam.
Well, it's going okay so far, isn't it? As well, Airbus try and get it down the left, but great covering defending. Yeah, so far so good. But Craig Harrison will want more goals in the second half, won't he? He won't want to settle for 1-0. He'll want this game put to bed as quickly as possible. We've seen Leo Smith come on. That's an attacking change, isn't it? Leo Smith for Dan Williams. So yeah, not resting on the laurels, and I'm sure we'll see more changes as the second half progresses, and possibly even a debut for our new signing, Remy Otter.
Yeah, Otter. Will he be making his debut this evening for the New Saints? Airbus, ball into the TNS penalty area. Hudson gets the header. The New Saints, the champions of Wales. And that's going to be a yellow card there for Palmer. There's the replay for those who are watching on TNS TV. You'll see why the referee decided that was a yellow card. Came in from behind there against Canavan. Referee, no hesitations, went for his pocket, gives the yellow card. It's not been a physical game at all, has it? It certainly hasn't been a dirty game by any stretch of the imagination, but a fair yellow card there, do you think?
I think so, yeah. That's the first yellow of the game, isn't it? So at some point the yellows are going to start coming out. It's very rare you go through an entire game without a single one, isn't it? So once the first one is out, though, the second one tends to follow pretty quickly. So we'll keep our eye on it, on what the referee decides to do.
Well, the players start to tire as well, of course, as the game wears on. That was the first yellow of the game. We're in the second period. I'm sure there will be a few more, though, especially as the match intensifies. Clark out on the left-hand side, initially given away, though. Blaney gets a touch for the New Saints. Now it's Cheslovich. Cuts in field, edge of the penalty area to Bradley. He turns, can't get past the players, though, all around him. And it's an opportunity for the wingmakers to play the ball to Leo Smith, which they do. As the New Saints looking for that all-important second goal this evening. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV, and thank you for joining us on TNS Radio, whichever mode of operation you are engaging with us with this evening. We do appreciate your company. Airbus still looking to play it out from the back. Then they play a long ball forward. Lansley initially gets the touch, but then it's picked up by Woolham, back to Roberts. And if there is a second goal, of course, whoever it goes to, that will have a massive effect on how the game then perhaps progresses beyond that.
Yeah, definitely. If it's Airbus that get that next goal, then the New Saints have really got to go for it, haven't they? If they want to avoid the penalty shootout. But if the New Saints do get it, there's the chance to take a few players off who've played a lot of minutes lately, hasn't there? There's a number of players out there. Dan Williams is one of them. He's gone off already. And Ben Clark's been quite heavily involved recently, hasn't he? As Sean Bradley has started the last. I think he started all of the league games, Sean Bradley, and they obviously featuring tonight as well. So he's played a lot of minutes lately. So I wouldn't be surprised if he is looked to try and get him off at some stage as well.
And of course, also on the bench, when we talk of the youngsters, we've got Alex Thompson as well, haven't we? Didn't give him a mention in the first half, and Jordan Williams and Danny Davis. So a corner to the New Saints down on the right-hand side as the night shift, the late evening shift continues to stream past us. Will the New Saints be able to take advantage of this corner, though? Bradley places the ball down. It's on the right-hand side. Players are in the penalty area. Ball comes in. Players rise. And in the end, it was the keeper who managed to clutch that one comfortably. Smith looked to find the back of the net, but not able to do so on that occasion. Still 1-0 to TNS. Kick from Jones into the TNS half. Now it's an opportunity for the wing makers. It's Warren in the penalty area. He goes for goal, straight into the arms though of Connor Roberts. "53 minutes gone, and it's still that one goal from Adrian Cheslovich, 45 plus 1 that separates the sides. Will we see any more goals though in the second half? That's the question, isn't it?
You're putting me on the spot now, Stuart.
I am indeed.
You certainly are. I think we'll see. Yeah, I think the New Saints will score a few more in the second half. I'd like to see the New Saints score a few more in the second half, at least, certainly. But yeah, I think as the game goes on and Airbus start to tire, we'll see the New Saints find the back of the net a couple more times.
And a big game for TNS as well on Friday down in South Wales against the runaway league leaders at the moment, Penabont.
Yeah, they get to lose a game, aren't they, Penabont? They had a big win on Sunday up here in North Wales against Conisky Nomads, 2-1 on the road. So, yes, that's going to be a very difficult test for the New Saints. Going to be a big crowd there, I imagine, live on S4C. So, yeah, it's going to be probably the New Saints' toughest test domestically of the season so far.
Yes, without a doubt. The only two unbeaten teams in the top flight of Welsh football go head-to-head on a Friday evening in South Wales. Bridgend, which of course is the English name for Pen-y-bont. So most people from outside of Wales would be more familiar with Bridgend. If you look at it though, they are top of the table. Doing well. Cook. Tracked by Windle. Still with the wingmakers. Then they put the ball out of play and it will be a throw into the visitors, the New Saints. And that night shift, afternoon shift, early evening shift, however you want to describe it, well, they're still making the way out. But I think they've pretty much now come into the tail end. Let's hope there's plenty of action though on the pitch, because we've played just 55 minutes and it's the New Saints who have that 1-goal advantage. Bradley to Windle, gets the ball back from Smith. Canavan couldn't feed Windle. And it's a Cook who has the touch. Now it's Pearce down on the left-hand side for Warren. He knows where the back of the net is. Plenty of goals last season and this season as well with Airbus UK Broughton. Still just the 1 goal that separates the sides though. First time I've been in the gantry here, Sam, and I guess for you as well. It's very impressive at night, isn't it, looking out over all those lights all around us?
Yeah, it certainly is. I think this is actually the first time I've been to Airbus for an evening game. We have had some in the afternoon that have gone dark before the final whistle, but this is the actual first evening game I've covered here. But as you say, yes, first time in the gantry. We're normally in the press box on the opposite side of the stadium, where the view, you have to say, is doesn't really compare to up here.
No, I think you could describe it as a street level, whereas up here we've got our head in the clouds. Feet firmly on the ground though. It's 1-0 to the New Saints. Now it's Cook into the penalty area for the wingmakers. Ball played across and couldn't meet with Pearce. So it's a chance now for the visitors at TNS to perhaps test the keeper at the other end. Windle has to drop for that one. Now he's over the halfway line. Ball given away though. Played straight through to Williams. Back to the goalkeeper. Clears first time. And Hudson wins the header against Lansley. Now it's Warren. Chips it. Hudson allows that one to bounce. Then he turns. Pearce has the ball to the home side. So to play, and it will be a throw into the New Saints. What's the scores elsewhere, Sam? Because we did have some potentially very exciting games this evening. How's it all panning out across Wales as far as the Nathaniel MG Cup is concerned this evening?
Well, it's now Cardiff City 1, Merthyr Town 0, Conisky Nomads 2, Carnarvon Town 2, Bala Town 1, Holywell Town 0, Pen-y-bont 1, Haverfordwest County 0, Cardiff Met 7, Goytre United 1, Trey Thomas Bluebirds 0, Barry Town United 3, and Aberystwyth Town 1, Llandudno 1.
Well, they're all in the second half now. Well, most of them will be anyway. Don't think were there any 8 o'clock kickoffs there? Well, some of them still got. Yeah, Aberystwyth against Llandudno. That was a later kickoff, so they're still at the break there. Well, according to the app anyway, could have started because we are in the 59th minute here. So a goal fest 7-1 in South Wales this evening, but here in North Wales it's still just the one that separates the sides.
Yeah, you have to feel sorry for Goytre there. 7 goals conceded, they're only in the 53rd minute. So could be a long night for them.
It could indeed. In the words of Crocodile Dundee, it's going to be a long night. But as far as we're concerned, just a 1 goal between the teams. Out to Chestovich down on the left-hand side. He has a couple of players around him. Plays that one across. Great ball to Canavan. Then pokes that one out to Bradley. Manages to get the shot in and just wide of the keeper's right post. Good play there. Crisp play from the New Saints. If you're on TNS TV this evening, as opposed to TNS Radio, we'll probably get the replay on for you in a moment or two. There it is. Chestovich plays that one across. Straight through to Canavan. Pokes that one to Bradley. gets it onto his right boot and wide of the right post. And it's Jones who places the ball down, looking to take the goal kick to the right of his 6-yard box. Comes forward, right-footed, into the tennis half, back into the Airbus half. Jones again clears quickly with Clark in front of him. Bounces beyond Warren. Hudson for Bradley down the right-hand side. He's against Williams. Needs some support there. Oh, he does well on his own though, Sean Bradley. Into the box. Can't get past Palmer. In the end, they managed to just boot that ball out of play. Danger over for Airbus UK Broughton. Well, 2/3 of the game gone, and certainly be Craig Harrison the happy with the two managers, if only because his side's 1-0 up.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be too happy with this though. Just 1-0 with 60 minutes gone. He wanted this game to be out of sight. As we know, he drives high standards, doesn't he? And always wants the best from his side. And the longer it stays 1-0, the more annoyed he'll probably get that we haven't put this game to bed yet.
Well, this is an opportunity now for the New Saints. Canavan up against Williams, though the latter does well. Plays that ball out for a throw-in down near the corner flag to the New Saints. And Windle will take. Gets the ball back from Canavan. Does well. Jack Windle, low ball played in, off of Palmer, and another corner to the visitors. Otte on the bench. Will we see our new signing make his debut this evening? Jordan Williams, Danny Davis, Alex Thompson, Owain Wynn. Sean Bradley, the JD Cymru Premier Player of the Season, currently takes the corner, whips that one in. Dealt with though again by the wing makers. Back with Roberts, so at the other end. Roberts to Chestovich, who's between the central defenders. A role that Dan Williams played very much in the first period here in Flintshire. North East Wales, wherever you're listening to us from in the world today, or watching us of course. Hope you're enjoying the game. And if you're supporting the New Saints, well, just hanging on at the moment. Roberts did well there to keep the ball from going behind for a corner. But they're still very much in the game, aren't they? The wing makers.
They certainly are, yes. And if we just have a quick glance over to the bench, you can see looks like Josh Daniels is getting ready to come on. I can see a number 7, and looks like Remy Otter is going to make his debut as well. So it just goes to show that Craig Harrison knows this game is far from won. So he's having to bring on some attacking firepower to try and get us over the line here.
Yeah, well, Daniels, that's a long-range effort there from Warren over the crossbar. Well, Daniels wasn't on the substitutes list initially, but obviously he's on the bench there because he's warming up. There's the replay there. Warren goes for goal over the crossbar. It's a goal kick. Going to see a double change for the New Saints. Bradley replaced by Daniels. Bradley replaced by Daniels. And Otte is on. Well, I think they've done the substitution by putting the two up. Who's Otte come on for, Sam? I'm just scanning now.
Adrian Cheslovich. Rem Otte on for the New Saints, makes his debut this evening.
started with Tottenham Hotspur's academy, played for Queen's Park Rangers, and then for a number of English Football League sides, including Walsall, where he was initially on loan, and then that was his most recent club in terms of permanent signings. Now he's at the New Saints. And Vickery replaces Edwards as well for the home side. Corner taken, dealt with by TNS. Picked up though by Vickery, who's just come on as a substitute, gets his first touch of the game. Back to Jones, well outside the penalty area there, the goalkeeper. Rolls it forward, then plays it just to the edge of the final third. And that's where we resume as Airbus look to get themselves back into this game. Cook does well down the left hand side. Dealt with once more though effectively by the New Saints. Still just the one goal that separates the teams though. 65 minutes played. And it's 1-0 to TNS. Chestovich scored that goal of 45 plus 1. He's gone off. And he's been replaced. Otte makes his debut for the New Saints this evening. Daniels on. Referee gets a red card out. It's a red card there, just down to our left. It's Piers who's had the red card. Piers has had the red card. That was a foul on Blaine Hudson. Well, we got visibility issues down there, so we were stretching over to have a look what went on. But the referee, no hesitation whatsoever. It's Piers who gets the red card, and Airbus UK Broughton have been dramatically in the 67th minute reduced to 10 men. There's the replay that we can see there. There's Piers. Well, I think he lashed out there to Blaine Hudson, didn't he? There's the second replay.
We need the close-up angle, I think, to see what happened here. Bit of a scrap there with Leo Smith. He caught him in the face with an elbow, perhaps?
Yeah, lashed out there at Blaine Hudson. And you can see from his reaction there, red card given. Airbus UK Broughton down to 10 men. And it will be Connor Roberts to get us underway. In the 68th minute. Long ball played forward. Stevenson wins the header though against Otte. And Clark back to Woolham. Now it's the New Saints down the left-hand side, looking to capitalise. 11 against 10 as far as players on the pitch is concerned. Otte into the penalty area, battling against two players. Does well there. Wins a corner for the New Saints. Rem Otte. All the blue shirts are back defending. Just Cook outside the penalty area, and that's by one step. Everyone else are firmly inside it. Corner coming in from the left-hand side for the New Saints into the 6-yard box. Ball behind, and it's a goal kick. Referee gives a yellow card there to Stevenson, even though his side won the goal kick. Something that he said to the referee. So Stevenson gets a yellow card. And Jones takes the goal kick into the TNS half. Header one. Now it's an opportunity for Airbus. So Cook makes his way into the penalty area. There is a deflection though, and it goes straight into the very grateful hands of Connor Roberts, who bowls that one underarm there to Smith. Out to Canavan, cuts infield from Williams, push there perhaps on Smith. From Vickery, nothing given though by the referee. Smith looked at the referee and that was all. Now it's Airbus again with Stevenson. Arte battles well. Ball back with the New Saints. Clark. Down on the left hand side. Back in field. Centre of the park, it's Smith. Back out on the left again there with Blaney. Long range effort and definitely worth a pop at goal there. Great save from the keeper though. There's the replay. Josh Daniels, great attempt on goal and a great save from Jones. Smith to take the corner down on the right hand side. Right footed into the penalty area. Ball still in play. Doesn't bounce kindly though for Wallen, but he does battle down near the corner flag. In the end gets a touch and it goes behind. It's a goal kick. Still that one goal that separates the sides, separates 10-man Airbus UK Broughton from 11-man TNS. Well, looking at the replay, Sam, do you think that was a red card? Certainly looked surprised, didn't he, Piers?
Yeah, it's a bit hard to tell, isn't it? Because we don't know whether it was for the initial challenge or what, potentially an elbow. There was a players blocking the camera there, wasn't there? So it's hard to see. He did, as you say, look very surprised. Yeah, so it's probably would need to see it again. A bit inconclusive at the moment. Maybe need to see it again, slowed down a bit more. And but the referee's obviously seen something, hasn't he? He was very close and didn't waste much time in producing that red card. So we have to trust the referee's made the right decision, and well, it's certainly worked in our advantage.
Yes, he was very close and he was very quick to go straight for the red card on that occasion. So 10 against 11 here in the Nathaniel MG Cup. Round 3 game between Airbus UK Broughton and the holders of the trophy, the New Saints. Good ball in to the penalty area, straight to Palmer though. Back to the keeper, Otte looking very alert. Finds Lansley. Free kick. No yellow card there though for Wallen. Lansley's down, he's going to get back up. Seen a change for both sides. It's Jordan Williams to come on. So Warrenoff though, and I think Jake Aru comes on. So 8 off, and it's also Cook off as well. So Cook's off. And it will be Jordan Williams to come on. For Jack Windle, who's had a great game on his debut. And it's Baker as well, who's the other substitute for the home side. So Baker for Cook. Air for Warren. And as far as the New Saints is concerned, Windle off and Jordan Williams on. Jones takes the kick, bounces once straight through to Roberts, launches that quickly down the left hand side for Otte. Stevenson gets the header. It's a throw in to TNS. Otte gets another touch there. Back to Summers, and once more the New Saints push on, press forward, looking for that all-important second goal, which probably at this stage of the game or even further
if there is one to come as the match progresses, would probably be curtains for the JD Cymru North leaders, wouldn't it?
Certainly would, yes. And well, what have we got? Just over 15 minutes to go, and another attacking change from Craig Harrison there, isn't there? Bringing Jordan Williams on. Scored plenty of goals, scored at the weekend, didn't he, Jordan Williams? And he'll be hoping to do the same again tonight. So, yeah, Craig Harrison obviously not convinced that the game is won. So he's turned to his bench and, well, he's made plenty of attacking changes tonight, hasn't he?
Well, Williams to take the corner out on the left-hand side. Right-footed, plays that one into the 6-yard box, heads rise, no one connects with it though, and it's put out for a throw into the visitors. Williams leaves that one for Daniels and makes his way down near the corner flag, but it's Canavan who gets the ball back to Daniels, then out to Woolen. Smith, who's between the central defenders on that occasion. Now it's Otte down on the left hand side. He's up against Vickery, cuts in field. No ball into Canavan, dealt with initially by the wing makers, but the ball dropped kindly to Smith. Now it's Daniels, it's on the right hand side. Comes in field, tracked there by Baker, still with Daniels, still being tracked by Baker. Across to Blaney. Now Williams on the left hand side tries to find Otte. Ball drops to Clark, edge of the box, and keeper dives to his right, and that was a typical Ben. Clark looked to place the ball past the keeper, but as you can see from the replay there, Jones was alert, needed to be. Palmer didn't clear that one effectively, and Clark left-footed to the keeper's right. Well, he smothered it initially, and no one in a green shirt on hand. So still 1-0 to TNS, just that Cheslovich goal right at the end of the first period, all that separates the sides. Foul on Palmer. I wonder what the scores are elsewhere, Sam. Have we had any more goals with Cardiff Met down at Kincoid campus? They were 7-1 up, of course. Will they have increased that?
Well, we've got Cardiff City 1, Merthyr Town 0, Conisky Nomads 2, Carnarvon Town 2, Bala Town 1, Holywell Town 1, Pettibant 1, Haverfordwest County 0. It's still Cardiff Met University 7, Goitra United 1, Trey Thomas Bluebirds 0, Barrytown United 4 now, and a bit of a surprise one here, Stuart. Aberystwyth Town 1, Llandudno 2.
He most certainly is. Jordan Adway doing a great job there with the Seasiders. So it's the battle of the Seasiders this evening, isn't it? Down there in Ceredigion. And it's the northern Seasiders who are beating the mid-Walian Seasiders 2-1 at this stage of the game. Otte battles down near the right corner flag. Ball comes off Daniels, goes behind, and it's a goal kick. So some interesting score lines there. And certainly interesting here as well, because it's just 1-0 to the New Saints. Roberts are very alert outside the penalty area. Straight onto the head though of Palmer, who finds Lansley. Then that's a ball straight into the path of Roberts from McManus. Good to see a McManus on the pitch tonight, unfortunately not in a green shirt. It's not Declan. He'll be back in action soon though. Smith for the visitors, Clark in the centre of the park. The New Saints looking to attack down the left hand side. Williams whips that one across, picked up by Daniels on the right. It's up against Baker. The latter does well, but Daniels recovers out to Canavan. Clark across there to Blaney. Now Williams on the left hand side, ball into the mix.
drops to Canavan, lets that run out to Daniels. Smith, great turn from Leo Smith, decides to go for goal. Keeper alert again though. Dives to his left and still 1-0 to the New Saints. There's a replay of that action there. Daniels to Smith, set himself up nicely on his left foot. Keeper not troubled at all on that occasion. He's picked the ball out the back of the net on the one occasion though, right at the end of the first half. And that's all that divides the two sides. Now it's Williams for the New Saints. Ball again though with the wing makers. As they find air. It's Palmer. Play forward. Looking for Baker. He chips that one up. Gets the header there against Daniels. Now down on the left hand side with Air, one of the substitutes for Airbus, into the penalty area to Baker, and in the end cleared by Woolham. Straight to Canavan. He turns crossfield to Williams. Good play from the New Saints. Keeping possession. Looking to find Summers, but again it's Airbus who do well, but Otte certainly impressing, isn't he, on his debut. He wants to make an impression, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's certainly done very well so far, playing a bit deeper than we might expect from what we've seen of him so far tonight, but yeah, he's done very, very well. He's fitted in pretty well, and I know he hasn't played a lot of football. Been without a club for a while, signed on a free. Last club was Walsall, so he comes with great pedigree. I know he scored a lot of goals at various levels of the English football pyramid. Queen's Park Rangers he's played for as well, came to the Tottenham Academy, and here he is on the ball now.
Turns got too many players around him though, so it's a chance now for the captain Palmer to bring it out. Has to go back initially though to Williams, and then back again to Jones, the goalkeeper. Finds Lansley, but then back into the wingmakers half. Now it's Williams who comes forward over the halfway line with a Baker. Wood plays that one down the left-hand side, looks for Baker, but it's Canavan who gets there first. Now it's Clark, he has a space in front of him, and options. Out on the left-hand side. Now into the centre of the park. Summers turns. Williams back to Summers. Back to Williams. Now with Clark, a quick look around, no one there. He knows he has time. Finds Smith. As the New Saints switch play out on the right hand side with Daniels. Hudson joins in. Just Woolham in the TNS half with Roberts, and the central defender then steps across the halfway line, so just a Connor Roberts on his own in the TNS half to keep himself company. Otte, great ball down for Williams, ball played across, Blaney goes for goal, blocked. Otte battles on, wins a corner for the visitors. Good play again there from the New Saints, looking to get that second goal, which would double the advantage. There's the play there, there's a replay. Blaney went for goal initially, then Otte battled well. There was a deflection and it goes behind, it's another corner out on the left hand side. Williams to try and get on the end of that one. He's just inside the penalty area. Makes his way across to the right hand side though. Now it's a chance for a break. It's Baker who's on his own though. He's got to get past Blaney first. He makes his way to the edge of the penalty area. He's pulled down, and that could be an interesting card. Will the referee deem that he was the last man there? Well, the referee's looking for the card there. He's going to get it. It's a red card. Blaney has been red carded. He brought the player down there, Baker. He was the last man, brought him down, and it's a 10 versus a 10 for the last 6 minutes. There's the replay. Blaney against Baker, pulled him down. Having said that, there was another TNS player in the penalty area. The referee deemed that one was a red card, and it's Blaney on his debut who is red carded. So it's 10 against 10. It's Jake Eyre looking to take this one. All the green shirts are now back inside the penalty area defending. Eyre to the left of the ball, and Palmer to the right. Well, he plays that one across to Eyre, and then in the end he just plays that one harmlessly behind for a goal kick. It's going to be a very interesting 5 minutes to come now with the teams reduced to 10 men each.
It certainly is, yes. It just shows how quickly a game can change. Just a minute earlier, well, we've just seen the replay here. Was it handball? Was it not? No. Appeals for handball, but no, nothing doing there. But yeah, up the other end of the pitch, just seconds earlier, the ball is headed against the crossbar. It comes straight back down the other end, go Airbus, and now Blaney has shown his marching orders. So he's had a very eventful full debut for the New Saints tonight. Played very well, and now he's watching the rest of this game from the dressing room.
Well, Tom Doherty comes on for Oliver Lansley. So another substitution there. Both managers are looking to establish a foothold in the final minutes of this game, and as far as the Airbus are concerned, well, they need a goal as well. TNS 1-0 up, just need to stop Airbus from scoring. Baker races down the left-hand side. He's against Daniels on that occasion. The right back makes it difficult for him, but he does keep the ball. Baker chases it, but he goes behind for a goal kick. Certainly lots of action in the dying 3.5 minutes. Or will it be 3.5 minutes? Will we have to end up with a penalty shootout? Well, we shall see. Certainly as far as Airbus is concerned, the game is ebbing away from them, but they know they are just one chance away from getting themselves back into the game. On the other hand, the New Saints are looking to make it into the next round of the Nathaniel MG Cup, which at the moment they have 1 foot over the line. Will it be 2? Well, we've played 87 minutes, 3 to go, plus added time, and I consider there being a few minutes at the end of this encounter. Roberts chips that one, looks to Daniels, goes up against Williams, ball out of play, so throw into the New Saints. Canavan takes, back to Daniels, back to Hudson, who's wearing the captain's armband, with Cheslovich being replaced earlier in the game. Woolham back to the goalkeeper. Now Hudson puts that one out of play under pressure. They have just over 2 minutes of normal time before we see the board go up. Will there be another goal in this, Sam? We've only seen the one, of course. No goals in the second period. Will there be some dramatic late equaliser, or will the New Saints maybe get a second goal, or will it stay 1-0?
Well, it's Airbus with the momentum at the moment, isn't it? They're throwing everything at the game. They've got nothing to lose now if they want to stay in the competition. But yeah, so if we do see another goal, we could be seeing a penalty shootout here, Stuart, unless the New Saints can do some defending here, because yes, as I say, the momentum is all with Airbus at the moment.
Yeah, and that's a reminder there that if it is a level after 90 minutes, it goes straight to the penalty shootout, as it has been doing for quite some time now in the competition.
Yeah, I think 3 or 4 years now, hasn't it, since we scrapped the extra time.
Arte back in his own half. Captain Blaine Hudson. Out to Daniels and back to Hudson. And then it's a Roberts. Plays that one forward. Headed in by Wood. So Palmer, the captain. He's into a more advanced position now. Nothing to lose, of course, for Airbus UK Broughton at this stage of the game. We're into the final 60 seconds of this encounter. Hudson wins a header there. Drops though to Wood. Now it's with Williams on the left-hand side for Airbus. Into the penalty area, bounces, and in the end, the New Saints hook that one forward. Happy to just play that one into the wing maker's half. We've got seconds to go before the board puts in an appearance. We can see the fourth official, James Walker, on the far side. He's got the board ready. He's ready to hoist it. And it will be a minimum of 4 minutes at the end of this game. A massive 4 minutes. A massive 240 seconds for both sides, because the New Saints are 1-0 to the good. Airbus UK Broughton chasing this game now. Nothing to lose. Palmer, just Arte in the wingmaker's half, and he drops across into the TNS section of the field. Smith wins the header to Canavan. Daniels looks up, no one forward for the New Saints, so back to the goalkeeper. Plenty of drama in this game so far. Will there be any more action to talk about of note in the remaining minutes?
Well, the New Saints doing a very good job defending, but Airbus have won a free kick there. A bit of afters from Blaine Hudson, complaining to the referee. Well, bit of a coming together there between Hudson and the Airbus man. Well, I don't know how to.
It's still continuing between Williams and Hudson.
I don't know how to describe that, Stuart. It seems almost like a kick out. Hudson hit the floor, and well, you've seen that you'll see that in a moment, I'm sure, on a replay, close-up replay. But it's all go and all drama here in the final 4 minutes here at Airbus.
Hudson, like Bambi on ice there, slipped over, or was he kicked? That's the question. But the referee didn't think it was the latter, did he? Because he just lets play continue. And it will be Palmer to take the free kick, edge of the area. There's a header, and he goes behind. And it's still 1-0 to the New Saints. We've played almost 92 minutes. Thank you for joining us this evening on TNS TV or TNS Radio in association with Henstone Distillery and Planet Hippo. Well, there's the free kick, Sam.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see the replay of the challenge there, but headed wide. I think it was Williams there with the header. But I thought we were going to see the replay of the challenge on Blaine Hudson.
Yeah, Conor Roberts had a yellow card there while you were talking, Sam. Bit of time wasting there. Arte, edge of the area, into the box, forced out wide, keeps possession, ball drops then to clock. Great challenge though from Palmer, the captain. Now it's with Leo Smith. We've played 92.5 minutes, 1.5 to go. It's very exciting here in Flintshire in this Nathaniel MG Cup encounter. It's a proper cup game, isn't it?
It certainly is, yes. It's not been the easy night that some people thought the New Saints might enjoy. It's been a very good Airbus performance, and they'll be very disappointed not to at least force this game to penalties if they don't manage to do so.
Arte comes in field again, turns, pulled back, wins a free kick. We're into the final minute of the added 4, and if the New Saints could get something from this, then of course that would be game, set and match.
Yeah, I think this could be it for the New Saints. We've got 40 seconds to go. We just need to keep the ball and waste a bit of time. Surely we're not going to shoot from here. I'd be very surprised.
No, he plays that one short. Keeping possession now for TNS. We're into the final 30 seconds at Hollingsworth Group Stadium. Give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, RUKgroup.com. Their names are proudly displayed across the player's shirt. That was Williams, did well for the New Saints. Into the penalty area, keeper clears, Hudson gets the header. Williams, back defending, manages to play that ball out for a throw-in rather than a corner. It was down near the corner flag, out on our far side, out on the left. Well, we've gone beyond the 4 minutes now, Sam. Surely last chance saloon as far as Airbus is concerned.
Well, I thought it was going to be a long throw. It's taken short, cross into the middle, but it's hooked away. And there we go. There's the full-time whistle. The New Saints are into the quarterfinals of the Nathaniel MG Cup.
Thank you for joining us on TNS TV or TNS Radio this evening. It's all over here in Flintshire, and TNS have managed to get themselves just across the line 1-0 into the quarterfinals of the Nathaniel MG Cup, but certainly pushed all the way by a very resilient and never say die attitude from Airbus UK Broughton. Let's look at some of the highlights now, shall we, on TNS TV. There's Jordan Williams there, making his way off the pitch. This is the goal now for the New Saints, right at the end of the first period. There's Cheslovich. He was involved initially, out on his left foot, then on his right, played that one across into a more central position, out onto the right hand side. It was Bradley who then played that one in, beat the keeper initially off the woodwork, and the incoming Cheslovich ahead of the defender into the back of the net. And that, come the final whistle, was all that separated the team. Stevenson, not quite as alert as Cheslovich, slid into the net. And here's the red card, the first red card. That was for Piers. Get a better look there, perhaps, Sam, or a second look. We see his arm goes out there, doesn't it?
It's the elbow to the face, which we initially thought, yes, we'll see probably better from here, but just catches
the elbow
with the elbow, doesn't he?
The elbow into the face of Blaine Hudson. No complaints for that red card?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that one will be getting overturned on appeal.
And here's the red card for the New Saints. It was Blaney. Obviously pulled him down there.
It's harsh. You could see why it's given, but there is a covering defender. It is a bit harsh.
There was a covering defender, wasn't there? It was Canavan.
It is a bit harsh, but you could see why it's been given.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you'd really complain about that. It's one of those that perhaps could go one way or the other, but it went the way of the red card for the New Saints. Thank you for joining us this evening. We've appreciated your company. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll most certainly enjoy ours, and we will be back this coming Friday on TNS Radio in South Wales as we take on the current league leaders, the only other unbeaten team in the JD Cymru Premier, Penabond FC. Enjoy your week, and we'll see you soon.